What if I was to tell you that the fastest way to kill approach anxiety has nothing at all to do with women, but it does involve cashiers, Uber drivers, and strange little old men in lifts? Sounds odd? Well, let me explain. The treatment for dating advice given by most coaches is absolutely garbage. It consists of just go and approach women until you're not scared anymore.
Why not?
I can't swim.
You can't what?
I can't swim.
How old are you?
6.
Yeah, that's basically their whole strategy. Are you terrified right now? Too bad. Jump in there, sink or swim, baby. And that's why most guys never overcome approach anxiety. If you're a quiet, introverted guy, you don't go out a hell of a lot, and suddenly I put you into a loud, intimidating club and get you to talk to the hottest woman you can find, only to get rejected in front of 100 other people, yeah, that's not confidence building, that's drowning. Today, I'm going to give you 3 steps to kill approach anxiety, but you've got to do all 3 together. And if you do this and you get this right, going and talking to a cute girl in a bar is going to feel just like going to a friend to say hello. Step number 1 is you've got to train your social muscles consistently. You cannot expect to just go from a guy who is quiet, shy, introverted, mostly keeps to himself, to that guy who goes out and talks to hot women every weekend in the club. It's too big a change for the human brain to process in a short period of time. Instead, you've got to start normalizing the act of being social and talking to strangers long before you're in front of a hot woman. When you go shopping, say hi to the cashier, ask them about their day. When you talk to your Uber driver, have a little bit of a chat about what kinds of people they've met today in the car. When you get in the lift and there's a little old guy next to you, talk to him about the weather. I know this sounds silly and it sounds a little bit trivial, but think of it from a neurobiological standpoint. We are adapting our brains to normalize the act of talking to strangers, having small talk, connecting with people. You're changing the way you identify yourself as a guy who doesn't talk to people to a guy who consistently talks to strangers. And so when you suddenly find yourself in front of an attractive woman, her being attractive may still be a little bit daunting, but the fact that she's a stranger, that's just part of what you do. Step 2 is you've got to start consistently doing easy mode approaches. So most guys think the way that this thing starts is you start going to a bar and talking to really hot women in a club, but it's not. Instead, what you do is you start to think, okay, what am I going to do every day? And lunchtime's often a good time for this, but sometimes the way in or the way back from work is okay too. Every day, you have to approach a woman in the beginning and you just have to ask her for directions somewhere. One hot woman once a day for directions somewhere. Leave her alone, that's all you do. And you keep doing that until that's boring. Then you make a switch and you say, okay, every day now I'm going to approach a woman who I think is really attractive. I'm just going to tell her, hey, you're really cute. You're really attractive. You're really beautiful. You've got a beautiful smile. Whatever it is, give her a compliment, thank her, and walk away. And then from there, then you can migrate into actually approaching a woman during the day, tell her she's cute and try to flirt with her, or approach a woman in a bar or club. But what you're doing is you're ramping up the difficulty. Instead of starting at that hard mode, which tends to create more trauma than comfort, you start somewhere easy and slowly make it harder for yourself. This is immersion therapy, and it's a well-proven psychological principle for overcoming all kinds of phobias. Step number 3 is you've got to surround yourself with other men who are approaching. Now, I call this the monkey see, monkey do, but it's up to you what you call it. But most guys have friends around them who never talk to women in bars or clubs or never talk to women they don't know. You've got to start to find guys who are doing it. You can look in forums, you can look in WhatsApp groups. I got a great WhatsApp group in Sydney if you're in the area, but find a group of guys who are doing it and just be around that energy. Because observing other men regularly approaching women, regularly getting blown out and then laughing, shaking it off and going again, sometimes having success, it normalizes the feeling internally that, hey, approaching women, that's a pretty normal thing to do. Us humans, we always look to the people around us to determine what is normal behavior, what is correct behavior. And for most of us, if we're not around guys who are approaching, you feel like a weirdo doing it. You feel like, oh, I'm doing something strange. I'm doing something wrong, because we just don't have friends who are doing that, who we can copy and mimic. But once you're surrounded by guys who are consistently approaching, it will become your new version of normal. And that's it, guys. So long as you do those three things, your approach anxiety will be completely abolished. Just expect to take it a few weeks to a month and a half. Now, just approaching, that's the very first step. If you want to know what to say once you're in there, go ahead and check this video that I've linked to up here. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. It helps me a ton. If you've got something to say, if you want to add something, if you've done this before, go ahead and let me know in the comments. I do enjoy engaging by text with my followers. For the rest, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Stay safe, get in there, get active, and I look forward to seeing you in my future videos.